You saying that blues is just a pentatonic scale is pretty much your own way of telling the whole world that you don't know anything about the blues. Please bear with me for a second. Allow me to break it down. Okay, first of all, it's dismissive. It's like as if you're walking through a garden and you see all these beautiful flowers and you're like, I saw flowers before. It also disrespects the contributions of so many amazing blues musicians who laid the foundation for American music. For all the music that we enjoy, no matter what style it is, hip hop, reggae, country, R&B. Please don't get me wrong. I understand where it comes from. I studied jazz for most of my life. When jazz is taught, it's taught in more of an analytical fashion. Say if you're doing rhythm changes in the key of F, I can do major pentatonic on F, then it goes to the D7. I can play altered dominant on that. On the G7, I can do minor pentatonic. Then on that C7, I can play that real cool Parker lick on that. So this is the reason why I say anybody who says blues is a pentatonic scale knows nothing about the blues. Now, anybody who transcribed one B.B. King solo or one Albert King, one Jimi Hendrix solo, one Stevie Ray Vaughan solo, anybody who's transcribed any one of these solos, just one solo, you'll see that the notes they tend to use are actually, okay, let's do this in the key of C, would be C, D, E flat, E natural, F, F sharp, G, A sharp, or that space in between the A and the B flat, and then B flat, and then C. So that's more notes than any major scale or minor scale. Anybody who transcribed one guitar solo would see this. This is just real talk. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but it's time we get this right. Okay, now, to really expand upon that, blues is a microtonal language. Microtones are spaces in between notes or spaces in between semitones. Microtones are a basis of human language. Every single word that anyone speaks bends in some sort of direction. Otherwise, we'd all sound as if we're speaking through auto-tune.
And so anything you say turns into a song.
And just like all communication, some words go up, some words go down. Yeah, when you think about the notes I just mentioned in the scale, and you think about microtone, now all of a sudden blues has become amazingly complicated. So allow me to please simplify it for you. The way to make blues simple, and the reason almost no one thinks about blues like that, is because it's actually felt. Where in jazz, you're more cerebral, blues is more thinking from the heart or thinking from the gut or thinking from more of a feeling sense. Depending on where a musician begins a bend or ends a bend, creates a whole different statement. And a huge array of emotion can be conveyed depending on how a person bends, the tone in which they use. You know what? I'm starting to realize talk is cheap. Just check out these examples. Now, all of these examples are almost impossible to notate, but at the same time, they're very easy to feel and experience.
I'll be that woman, man.
That's what makes the blues freaking amazing. When it comes to improvising, pentatonic scales are a wonderful way to get started. I mean, you got to start somewhere. It's good to kind of limit the choice of notes so you can better isolate what they mean. Pentatonic scales exist to keep us from sounding like idiots. Say if you're playing some song you're unaware of, you see it's B minor, you can play B minor pentatonic, you'll get through it. So our job as musicians is to take what we have here and here, put it through some sort of instrument in the form of notes and put it out into the world. I don't really believe you can contain the human condition of what's here or what's here inside a scale.